Okay, I think I'm live. If you see me, let me know. I don't know what the heck is going on with my internet, or is it Facebook universe? Who the heck knows? I am going to be backwards. We're just going to have to live with it. But luckily the project I'm doing tonight doesn't have any wording on it, so we'll be able to see it, still see it, okay? I apologize. Comment the word veteran. Let me see if I can get it to work. Can y'all see me? Oh my goodness. Let me see. Hi guys. No, that's not an option. All right. I don't know what the heck happened. It wouldn't let me go live for a little while. So let me get another message sent out. I apologize. Not that there's much I could do about it, but hello. Hi. Let me find the live. Let me get this shared over into the broadcast channel. Goodness gracious. Good old technology, y'all. All right. Let me try this now. And back, come, hang out. Okay. There we go. Hi. Sorry. I sent out another broadcast channel message because, you know, technology doesn't like me today. Thank you, Melissa. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Anita. Hi, guys. Yes, our keyword is veteran. I'm hoping it's not going to kick me off this time. I've never had that happen in the almost 5 years that I've been going live. I've never had that issue before. I need to knock on some wood that it's going to stay that way. So when y'all pop on, say hey. Help me get people back onto our live by commenting, hitting the heart button, sharing the video, all of the good things. That helps me out so much. Let's get this dry and let's go from there. Hi, Maria. Maria, I saw your message before I went live about perks. I will explain it here in just a second. Hello. Yes. Hi, guys. I see everybody now. Hello. Yes. Y'all, I would press live. It would count. It gives you like a little 3-second countdown, right? And then it would stop at 1 and then kick me out. And it did that for me about 5 or 6 times. And then I turned off my phone. I shut down all the apps. I started over. I'm backwards. I know things are backwards. Okay. We're just going to have to live with it for tonight. Lynn, comment the word veteran and go check your messenger. The links, it just all depends on what you want. And you have to order from 2 different websites. I don't have any extra of the veteran transfer to make kits for y'all. So, and Miss Linda, it's a Tuesday. It's not even Monday. It's Tuesday. Hi, Billy. You're so welcome. I've been wanting to do this transfer, this cutout. It's just, I've been so crazy busy. And so while things were cutting today and I was in the middle of getting orders out, ooh, I definitely need to sand that. I did not do a great job at painting that. I finally just pulled the transfer onto my little computer system and got it made for y'all. So, all right. So, like I was telling y'all at the beginning, there's 2 options. You get there's a flat version and then there is the standing version. It does come with a stand and it will stand on its own. We're going to do the standing version tonight. But if you want the flat version to add like to a door round, to just a square sign, whatever it might be, I added that for you as well in case you didn't want the standing option. And I made a big old mess with this. Let me clean this up. Oh my word. We're definitely going to need to clean up our edges there. And right here, I got way too much in there. Perfect. I mean, there's a ton of different things you could do. I had another plan. I was going to do it on the chalk, like wood rectangle or like a door tag. But time got away from me and I thought, you know what? The standing version will be good enough. So I'm just kind of cleaning up where I got a little heavy handed. with the paint. We do need to dry it some more. And then sand it. Now, it's showing me that I'm pixelated. I don't have my little screen on to see like where I'm at in my screen, so that's just the internet. So let me get this dry. Let's sand it down a little bit. But y'all, this is the transfer we're going to use. It's called Veteran. This is retail $16 on the website, but if you are a Perks member, Maria, this is where I'm going to explain it for you. If you're a Perks member, you save 30% off all of the chalk items. So all of the colors I'm using tonight, the squeegees, the transfers, everything like that is 30% off. So you spend $20 every month to be a Perks member, but you actually get that $20 back in a credit to use every 30 days. So you get to apply a $20 credit to your order that month, and then you get 30% off of everything. And that's it, pretty much. That's the only thing about Perks is it's $20 a month, and you get that $20 back. Hi, Cheryl. It's fine. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to live with it. Not much I can do. All right, I'm gonna take. Oh my gosh, y'all! I was a messy painter with this. Thanks for bearing with me while we were figuring out our technology issues. Thank you for coming back if you were on the live just a second ago. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Just know that I would not be able to do any of this without any of you. And did y'all see the $10 Tuesday kit? My silly self realized it was at $0 on the website. All day long. So no wonder nobody bought it other than in the VIP group. So this is the $10 Tuesday. It is backwards, y'all. It does say 4th, okay? I think y'all can kind of figure it out. But this is the $10 Tuesday kit, $10 flat rate. It includes shipping, all of that, and you get this little cutout to create with yourself. So if you comment the word veteran, the link in there is the link for that is in the message as well. But that's our $10 Tuesday kit. All right, we're going to paint this at the end because I'm not quite sure what color I want to paint it yet. Well, you're being rude. But let me see where my wax is, which I don't see it on my table anywhere. Well, shit, y'all. We might just have to fuzz really, really, really well. Yeah, oh, there it is. Ooh, and I wanted to sand. I'm like all over the place. Ever since having to deal with the technology little mishap, I'm a little out of sorts, so I apologize. Yay, you ordered, what did you order, Lynn? Did you order the transfer? Did you order the cutout? Did you order both? But I highly recommend if you like the chalk stuff to become a Perks member. It's the best way to save. And you get that $20 every single month. Hi, Victoria. All right. Hi, Ruthie. All right. We're going to soften our wax a little bit. So I've had this wax for over a year. And I'm just trying to use everything I can out of it. Okay. So we're applying a little bit of wax. This is going to add a protective layer to our surface to make sure that the stickiness of the transfer doesn't pull up the paint. Oh, the $10 special. Perfect. Yes, and if you're waiting on me to send an invoice, make sure you get your invoice paid before midnight. I'm going to send those out right after my live because that deal is not going to be around any longer. So I've decided that I'm not going to... So I know some of y'all wait till Live Sale Sunday to purchase. I'm no longer going to offer Tuesday deals in Live Sale Sunday. So if you see a Tuesday deal that you want, you need to grab it on Tuesday. That way you can get it because I will no longer be offering it in Live Sale Sunday. Don't be scared, Lisa. They're so fun. So And that will be available. The cutoff time for the $10 Tuesday will be tomorrow at noon. I'll take it off the website tomorrow at noon. So, because I did get it posted around noon today. So I try to give y'all full 24 hours. But if you want that, you need to grab it because it will not be in Live Sale Sunday. Hi. You can, Monica, but just know that if you add something to your order, it's going to extend the turnaround time. Okay? So it can be added as long as your order is not printed in my system, like, which means I don't have it printed and sitting on my table for it to be cut. So just send me a message, Monica, and we can add it. But just know that if you do, it'll just extend the turnaround time just a little bit, and it'll go with the later one. It'll go with that. So when you add stuff to your order, I'm totally happy to do that and help y'all. Just know that when you add stuff, it's going to extend your turnaround time a little bit more. So it's not going to get your items that you are getting added aren't going to go with your original time. It's going to be whatever the last was claimed. Does that make sense? Just to keep it fair. So just so y'all know. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to, how do I want to do this? I feel like I should have painted it not white. Ruthie, send me a message. Gotcha, Monica. Then yes, it can. If you want the $10 Tuesday kit, comment the word veteran. The link is in the message. Or if you need me to send you an invoice, that's totally fine. Just please send me a personal message. I'm trying to do it on here. I don't go back and check the comments, and comments get lost all the time. And then people get upset with me. They're like, well, I claimed it on the live. I don't go back and check comments for things to be added. Does that make sense? You need to send me a personal message, for me to get it added. That way I don't lose track of it. I'm just trying to streamline things to make it a little bit easier on me. Okay. I'm thinking here, y'all. So I think what I want to do, I should have painted this. Shoot, I messed up, y'all. Okay. Not on this flag and stuff. So this is where I need your help because I'm struggling with the color of the boots. Okay. I'm struggling with the color of the boots. Obviously, I'm going to do some sort of like light brown, dark brown combo, right? This is my question. Do we want to do dune and bark? Or do we want to do dune and camel? What do y'all think? And I will post the cutout. If you don't want to go to the website and order the cutout, that's totally fine. I will post the cutout in the VIP group where you can claim it and add it to an order in there as well. I don't mean to be like a little difficult, but that I'm just trying to make things easier on me because, like I've told y'all before, I do this all by myself. Sometimes Thomas will help me if he's available. And so trying to field all the messages, cutting, shipping, packaging, going live, all of that good stuff. It just gets a little streamlined. It gets a little lost. You could do black. I was thinking camel and bark. Now I know everybody has their own personal opinion about what color boots to do, all of that. I'm going to go with camel and bark, I think. If you want to do dune and bark, you go dune and bark. All right, so I'm going to, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to paint the boots camel. Yes, Lynn. It does. It sure does. All right, we're going to take this off, or take this out. Right. I'm here just to inspire. If you want to do yours a little bit differently, you do yours a little bit differently. There's no right or wrong to any of this. I'm trying to... I'm second guessing which color I do the base as. Because wherever we see through, sorry y'all, I'm confusing myself over here. So wherever we see the white is where our top color is going to be. So do we want to see mostly of the brown or the camel? You know what I mean? So wherever the white is where the dark brown is going to go. Or do we want to flip-flop it? I think we want to flip-flop it, right? We want mostly camel and a little bit of brown. Help me. Help, I'm confusing myself. What do I do, y'all? What do we want more of? I think we want more of the dark brown, right? Hi, Linda. Paint it camel. Yes, it does. It should. You said mostly dune. So then, y'all, I'm confusing myself. We want mostly camel, mostly brown. I mean, I know it's a personal preference. Paint it camel. Brown base color. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you're new here, I'm so sorry. I'm usually a mess, but not as much as I am tonight. Okay. So more camel. So we're going to do brown. We're going to go in with bark. And we're going to paint our boot in bark. Now, I saw somebody who created with this, and she did like a dark gray boot with a black, like with a bunch of black, and I thought that was really pretty. So I'm just going to paint this really quickly. I don't really mind if some of that white is shining through. It doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. But you could do this however you wanted. Whatever style, however you want. Remember, if you don't like the colors I chose, you could totally go in and change up the colors. I'm here just to show you how to. And then you do you. Just do it right by. You know what? If we don't like it with mostly camel, you can sand it off and do it again. It's all personal preference. I knew that this was going to be a little, I don't want to say controversial, but everybody's going to have their opinion of how it should be done, you know? So you do your boots how you would like. We're going to see how this turns out. I did research, y'all, I did look it up. I did research like the boots that they wear, and they are mostly like this dune, or like camel's kind of a little too light or too dark. We might lighten it up a little bit. They're more of like that light color. So like dune and camel would work too. But I wanted mine to be a little bit more on the browner side personally. So don't get mad at me if they don't look like the way you want it to. All right, we're gonna get this in here. And then I'm gonna just go over it a little bit. I'm just trying to cover up the brush strokes as much as I can. All right, that looks good. I should have wiped off that wax, but it's okay. All right, let's dry. Thanks, Monica. I appreciate that, my friends. All right, here we go. Getting this dry, and then we're gonna go on top. Then we'll go on top with the camel. I know, Dee Dee, I understand. Everybody does it differently. That's the great thing about chalk, is you can create them however you want to. The research that I looked up was showing light colored boots. So, I mean, if you get this project, you make it how you would like to. I wanted to go with brown boots, like a brownish type boot. All right, getting this completely dry, we're gonna sand this, not sand it, we're gonna wax it, and then we'll add the camel on top. All right, so now let's sand, oh my gosh, why do I keep saying sanding? Let's wax it. Yeah. This is one of those crafts that I knew everybody was gonna have an opinion about what they think the boot should be. And I asked, but I wanted to do brown boots. Just what I wanted to do. Hi, Marcy. That's what I was saying, Andrew. I saw a lady, she said her husband, I don't remember what branch, I think she said the Air Force. I could be totally wrong about that. She did like storm, like gray boots with black, and it looked really nice. All right, so I can't see through the transfer. I'm just going to lay this down and push my transfer down. We're gonna do our boots first, and then we'll do the flag. Hi, Linda. Yeah, it just depends. You choose what you would like to do. I've seen brown for Desert Storm. Yeah, black or dry. Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. That's not my intention. I'm just having fun crafting this. Now, I don't know if I'm going to like this because I meant to lighten up the camel, which we can do that. We can still lighten it up. We'll apply the camel, and if we think it looks too dark, what we'll do is we will go on top with Dune, or we will lighten up the camel. We'll see how it looks. So I'm going to get this totally covered, making sure all that dark brown underneath is nice and covered, and then I'm going to go through, pick up all the extra paste, and put it back into my jar, and then we're going to lift. Gosh darn it, and it did lift up some of my paint. So here's what we have. Okay. What do we think? Do we keep? I think I kind of like it that way, but I'm down to do whatever. Doesn't have to, exactly, Lisa. Navy wear black shoes. They also wear sand color boots. Camel will work. It's your craft. Yeah, exactly. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that color combo, or should we switch the camel, the color that we just put on top, which we can do? It's not a huge deal. All right, so I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to use some of my tools. So I'm going to go in with Cadet, which is this bright blue, and we're going to go in with Candy Apple. Now, I'm going to make sure my Candy Apple is nice and the right consistency, because if you've been here the last couple weeks, you've seen me use this Candy Apple and it be dry. Leave it is what I'm saying. Yeah, I got you, Lisa. Okay, let's start with the Cadet. And then we'll work on to our stripes, which will be pretty easy because we already painted the background white. So all we have to just do is the stripes in the red, right? All right, so I'm going to go in with Cadet, and I'm going to try to remember to do this little guy a different color up here. I'm guessing the pull to our flag should be gray or silver. And I might get a little blue where I don't mean to. It's okay. A little bit more here. Leave it. Okay, cool. All right, y'all, it's our question of the night. Michelle's not here to ask it. What does everybody have for dinner? What did you make? What are you eating? Tell me. I want to know so I can be jealous. I made the leftover tacos last night and they were not as good. I think I overcooked the meat and it made the meat really tough and stringy. Ugh. I still ate it though. Nominee. You could do nominee. All right. Let me do this little part. And then I am going to lift it. Okay. Ooh, there's our flag. I know it's kind of hard to see. Thank you. All right. I'm going to push this down and I'm going to do, I'll get that little part to the pole here in a second. Potato cheddar soup with salad, chili mac. Ooh, that sounds good, Miss Tammy. Goulash. I love me some goulash. What else? All right, we're going to work fairly quickly with our red so it doesn't dry on us. Hamburgers and fries, hamburgers and fries. Chicken casserole, flank steak spaghetti. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Give me 1 second. I will get back to the comments. I just want to make sure that my red does not dry in the silk screen. I'm just trying to get as close to that flagpole as I can. And then same with the blue. Trying to not mix the two. If I use my detail tool, I probably have better luck. Move this over. All right. That looks good. I'm gonna go in and do, oh, that's the wrong side. Do the flagpole. All right, here we go. I see a little spot right here that I missed. Let's lift. Boom. What do y'all think? Can y'all see me? It's telling me my connection's bad. All right, let me clean all this up, or at least let me put it in here. And then, oh, Dee Dee, you're fine, girl. You are totally fine. It's however you want it to be. I do not come from a military family whatsoever, nor do I really know anybody in the military, so I don't know. That's why I just Googled. But you know, sometimes Google can lead people astray. You're totally fine. All right. So I do have a couple spots to touch up, but here it is. It is backwards. Okay. I do know that it's backwards. But let's clean our transfer and then we'll paint our sand and then y'all, we're going to be done. Oh, who knows, y'all? It's my internet. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's Facebook. Just the dang interwebs. are giving me all sorts of trouble lately. I will, Lynn. Hold on. Let me clean this. All right, so I sprayed water on it. I'm going to take my board eraser and I'm just going to scrub the front like so. I am going to take a baby wipe and kind of wipe up that excess that's on there. And then let's keep cleaning. All right, scrub the front again. We're gonna turn it over. We're gonna scrub the back. This would be perfect for a shirt. You could use this in combination with another like patriotic transfer. There's a lot of different things you could do with this. So I am gonna put the boots on sale for 25% off after my live. I meant to do that before I went live. But I forgot. So wait till I post it in the broadcast channel to go purchase. And it'll be 25% off until midnight. Ooh, flank steak is delicious. All right, turn this over. Wipe all this down. Okay. Then we are going to put our backer back on. Maybe. Where did my backer sheet go? Right here. Ooh, that's a perfect t-shirt. There's still so many like Patriotic Day crafts that I want to do. I just don't know if it's too late for them. And our transfer is clean and ready for us to use again. So there it is up close on the flag. What do y'all think? All right, so right here, you see where that white's shining through? That's because the paint peeled up when I lifted up the transfer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, we're going to fix this really quickly. I'm going to go in with my bark paste and we're going to clean that up the best that we can. It's not going to be perfect. But what color should the base be? Should we go bark or camel? But I'm just going to fix those little boo-boos. Real quick. This would be helpful, more helpful if I had a smaller brush, but it's okay. All right, that looks good. Oh, Dee Dee, that's so sweet. I love that. All right, we're gonna go, I think bark for the base. And I think I'm just gonna do the baby white method. Move this over here. And I'm just going to apply my bark with the baby wipe to make it a little bit easier. We're gonna have to do a couple coats real quick. Let me dry this, and y'all, we are pretty much done. So our keyword tonight is veteran. When you comment that keyword, you'll get sent a message with all of the info, the link to the cutout, the link to the transfer, the link to the colors, the link to the $10 Tuesday, the link to the cutout of the week. I'll show all of that here in just a second, and then we'll pick a winner. And I'm pretty sure I shipped one of your orders out today. Check your email, or if you check your email, because you do get an automatic email when your items ship. And sometimes that will go to your junk or spam folder for whatever reason. So be sure to check there. I'm almost positive I shipped one of your orders today. Or your order. I don't know how many you have. Oh, Monica, I didn't know that. Hi, Nara. All right, let's dry this. And then we'll put it in the stand. I'll show you all the things and then we'll do our giveaway, okay? And I will also put the links to everything that I'm going to show you here in just a second in the broadcast channel after my live, okay? So here is our veteran boots, our boots project, okay? There it is. It's a standing cutout. You also have the option to get the non-standing version of this. Both are $12, but like I said, I will put these on flash sale till midnight for 25% off. So don't purchase it until I post it in the broadcast channel. Okay. Then here is our $10 Tuesday kit. This guy is $10, which includes shipping. So there's no added shipping with this one. It's $10 and it'll be available till tomorrow at noon. That'll be the last chance you can grab that. It will not be in live sale Sunday. And then here is our cutout of the week. We did this last night. I am obsessed with how that watermelon turned out. But this is our cutout of the week. So when you comment the word veteran, y'all, go check your messenger. Everything that I'm talking about is linked in that message, okay? The first link in there is the link to this cutout. The second link is to the chalk transfer and all the colors. At the bottom, there's a link to the $10 Tuesday, the little 4th of July firecracker. There's a link to the live sale if you want to shop the live sale Sunday. And then there is a link to our cutout of the week. I promise everything is in that message for you. But again, if you have trouble finding something, just send me a message and I'm happy to help you. So, all right, y'all, let's pick a winner. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for bearing with me while we were dealing with technology issues. I think this turned out pretty good. I really like the flag. I do wish that I would have done maybe the opposite. Or I would have lightened up my camel. But I think the boots look good. They're not bad. All right, y'all. Comment the word. Let's do camel. Comment the word camel. And the 6th person to comment that word will be tonight's winner. You'll win some Happy Meal. Thank you, Glenda. You'll win some Happy Meal from me. Is this unopened? Ooh. I got an unopened jar of retro over here, which is an old color of the month. I have a bunch of colors of the month that I need to sell y'all. All right. Let's see. Angie was number 1. We're looking for number 6. But if no one else comments, then I'll just pick someone. There we go. Lynn was 2, Tammy was 3, Lisa was 4, Donna was 5. Anita Matthews, you were number 6, so you are tonight's winner. You have won some Happy Meal from me, so please send me a message, and I will get your form sent out to you. Y'all go grab your $10 Tuesday kit. This guy, you can grab it all at the same time if you want to. But I will post the links and everything as soon as I get that sale activated over in on my website, okay? All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I will see all of y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.